Hey everyone, hope you had an amazing week as usual. Last week we built up the fat bike and it seemed to be a popular video. You guys seem to enjoy the process. So this week you've been waiting for it, I've been waiting for it. We're going to put it through its paces, going to put these forks to the test, these tires to the test. We're going to put the whole bike to the test. We're going to put my skills to the test as well. I'm going to put it through its paces on a few different varied terrains. We're going to start with gravel, which is where I am now at Whiteley's Wind Farm just south of Glasgow. And what an unreal place this is. I've been meaning to come here for a few years. It's actually just 10 minutes away from where my house is now. By the way, I'm now officially a house owner. Stoked. And yeah, what a place. There's like hundreds of kilometers of gravel riding to be done here. Unfortunately, not a lick of snow to be seen today. It's actually a glorious spring day, but I figured it'd be a pretty good place to come and just bed the bike in for starts, get these brakes working, get these tires bedded in, and see how these forks cope with what they're designed to do, which is gravel riding. At the moment, I've only ridden for 30 minutes on these forks just to get to this point here on gravel, and they feel absolutely amazing. I can't believe how supple they are. They literally just iron out all the little vibrations you'd normally get when riding bikes. Now, obviously, fatter tires, they're going to soften and reduce the vibrations anyway, but yeah, I've got the tires a little bit harder than I should have, and these forks feel unreal. I can totally see why people love them for gravel riding. But gravel riding doesn't make for exciting videos, I don't think, so let's get this bike into this quarry. There's some rocks here. Let's see how to cope with a bit more abuse. I don't think my brakes are actually fully bedded in yet, but let's give this a try. It's going to feel so weird. The outside diameter of these wheels is pretty much a 29er, and I've no idea what these tires grip like. I imagine not very well, but we'll give it a best. See how we get on. Oh my god, didn't know whether the bike was going to fit that then. Oh. It's a handful, that's for sure. Bail. Seen a little slopey dopey to get up here. Interesting run up, but should be doable. One comment I saw over and over in my build video was mentioning how these tires are no good and tires make a fat bike. You know what, yeah, I can see where they're coming from. I showed the cute thief these comments and he's gone back out on another adventure. He got a hot tip of some actually fairly decent tires, so hopefully he'll have those with me soon and I can actually get some decent grip and feel. But until then, I'm having a great time anyway. Right, there is a roll down on the other side of this. Let's get it done. Absolutely zero grip. Whoa, insane how bad these tires are. I don't want to go on like a stuck record, but yeah, you guys know your fat bikes. Well, did this roll down here. It makes sense to go even sketchier. Let's find, well, I found an even steeper bit. Let's do it. It's up here somewhere. Ooh, that's pretty horrible. How am I going to do this? Do I try and roll it slowly and risk the tyres sliding, or do I just go for it and risk going out of control? Bit of both. A bit of both. Yeah, Ali, let's try something sketchy in a quarry in the middle of nowhere with no one around. That's perfectly sensible. Okay, that's not how it's done. When I said let's do a little bit of both, that was a little bit of option A, going too slow, letting the tyres slide and losing control. So I need a little bit more of option B, of just going for it and not allowing my tyres time to slip. Well, the bike took that pretty well. There's some really cool roll downs and slopes and stuff back at the quarry there, but I'm sure you'll forgive me that I won't do those today. When I come back with some better tyres, more grip, I think that's when I'll be more likely to send those. So until then, we have a nice selection of rocks here, and off camera I feel like just jumping on those a little bit. I do like a good bunch of rocks. Oops, slippery. Oh, come on. I have no idea what the grip is saying. Oh. Did I mention these tyres aren't very good? These forks are sounding a little bit weird. I'm going to try and get back across these rocks. Then I think I need to do an inspection on them. Alright, well, no Ryan Leach, no hop style this time. See if I can find out why these forks are making such weird noises. I mean, these glass fibre leaf springs are supposed to be super strong. Oh no. There's your problem. Oh no. The disc mount is failing. It's cracked to hell. Oh no. Now, if you saw the build video, I did mention that I actually sanded a little bit of the fork away to get this caliper to fit. And I will say this right now, it's not cracked where I've sanded it. It's just cracked right just where the post mount is in the fork. Oh no. I know I kind of joke around that the cute thief goes out and steals parts from my bike builds, but sometimes I do actually give him a budget. And I gave him a budget of £500 to find me some interesting forks for this bike. And he certainly did find something interesting. These are second hand, the Lauf Carbonara fat bike forks, if you didn't watch my build video. And yeah, that's £500 down the drain. Oh no. At this point, if you do want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon account or a PayPal donation link. All these things down in the description. They really do help me make this channel. Oh no. These YouTube videos don't come cheap. Playing with fire here. Alright, I'm not going to risk it anymore. This video isn't over, but what I'm going to do is go home and see if the cute thief has dragged in these parts I sent him out to get. If he has, I'm going to come back out and put this bike through even more abuse and see how it copes. I'm a bit gutted these forks broke, but they didn't feel great for trial stuff, I'll be honest with you. Kind of felt like riding with a flat tyre. Right, good news is I have come home and the cute thief here, hello, has been successful. He has got me some absolute beasts of tyres he's gone and got me a set of Maxxis Minion tyres. Oh, she doesn't like me steering. Alright, down you go. But yeah, these things are whoppers. I've already gone and opened this one. They're even bigger than the tyres I had on there before. But anyway, you guys don't want to hear me talk, so I'm going to fit these now real quick, and then I'm going to see if the cute thief has got me a replacement fork. These things are insane. They make the last tyres look tiny in comparison. Honestly, when I was fitting these, it felt like I was fitting some motorbike tyres or something. They're also noticeably heavier, so I'm actually struggling to hold these up at the minute. I can just about hold them at arm's reach. That is going to be interesting. I think the last tyres were so lightweight it did make the bike feel pretty flicky, but obviously I had some issues with the grip and so on, whereas these, I've got them at a lower pressure already and they feel pretty sturdy. So next thing is to fit them to the bike, see what forks we've got, and then get back out riding. So let's do that. I think the cute thief was so eager to get off was because he wanted to show me the fork he got, and he got a sweet looking carbon fibre number. It's actually a Bontrager fork, or Bontrager. I can't even say the name. It's Trek's own brand component parts. Must have come off a Trek Farley fat bike something, and he did really well. Well done, little guy. You did well. So there we go, the two main things that people flagged up in the comments that would have ruined how this bike rides have now been sorted. Rigid fork and much better tyres. So let's get this thing out riding and see how this changes it. I've come to Cambus Barron Quarry just outside Stirling, at least I think that's what this quarry is called. Even just on the ride up from the car to this bit of the quarry, the tyres feel way more damped and have way more grip. So I'm going to try and get up some of these rocks in the back here, and maybe if the wind is okay, because it is a windy day today, I'll try and hit some of these jumps. But yeah, I need to clear the path here and see if I can get up these rocks, so let's do that. Guys, if you're going to come and have a barbecue, a bonfire, whatever, bring your drinks, take them home with you. It's an absolute mess here. There we go. So it is actually fairly sheltered here. Let's give these jumps a good old try. First time hitting jumps on a fat bike. Whoa. Overshoot by a country mile. These tyres are comfy though. Landed to flat, expected a bit of a sting on the wrists. No, loads of dampening with these tyres. It's definitely nicer than the last ones. Being a trials rider, I'm never going to claim to have a nice style through dirt jumps, but that last one was pretty bad, so I'm going to try and tidy it up a little bit. Don't expect any no-handers or anything like that. Just happy enough to get through these things. trying to go for a nice dipped toboggan. Just about managed to get my hand on the saddle, probably just looked like I was groping myself a little bit. But can you dirt jump a fat bike? Yeah, you can. It's not the best for it though. Let's move on. So this is the first bit of Quarry I wanted to come to, just with these dirt jumps, and actually particularly those rocks behind me there. To the locals watching this, I know there's some more dirt jumps over there. I haven't been to them since they've been redone, but maybe I'll check them out. But my focus today is the rocks. I'm actually going to go up into the main bit of the quarry, see what it's like on this beast. Right, slight deviation to the plan. I've just been riding up the hill, and I was thinking that the only times I've ever come and ridden this quarry and the trails around here is when I'm with a group of other riders, and they don't necessarily want to come and stop and try and ride over a bunch of moss-covered rocks. But I'm here on my own today, so I can take as long as I want. And every time I have ridden past here, I've seen all these rocks, and I thought they remind me of home. They remind me of some rocks at Brimham Rocks in Yorkshire. I really have fond memories of that place. So I've always wanted to ride these rocks, so now's the time. And behind me here, I'm not sure you can see how steep it is, but look like there's some homemade trails coming down this thing. And yeah, the On One fat bike is meant to be a trail bike, so I'm going to do some trials and some trails. The only thing is trails is really hard to film, but I'll try my best. Let's stop talking, get the camera pointed at something and get dizzy. Whoa! GoPro battery ran out just before I got to the top. Absolute classic. Let's try this again. Deary me. All the way up there. Ah, no way. This is where this starts. Anyone recognise this ramp here? This is the one from, is it Danny's wee day out? Mr. Case to front flip. That's the ramp. But we're not here to do that. We're here to send ourselves off the edge to infinity. This is so slippery. Definitely going to let some air out the tyres. Well, I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys. I'm not going to set any speed records down here. We're quite happy to get down feet up, no dads. Right, fat bike, come on. Let's get down. That is so steep. Yo. And we made it down. That is so slidey. I don't know what that would feel like on a normal bike, but I kind of felt like I was just surfing. Wasn't quite gripping down into the dirt, just kind of gliding over the top of it. Like I mentioned, no speed records, but that was actually really fun. Now I've got to climb up there with the bike and the camera to get some pickup angles. This is going to be fun. Right, I've put the camera in pretty much the only place I can find that maybe shows how steep this is. Now I just need to get back up here again. Oh my word. This is why I don't film trails riding. And there's one thing I found out. These tyres are heavy, and as soon as you get more mud on them, they get even heavier. Trying to lift this thing up with even just a little bit of dirt in the tyres, it weighs an absolute ton now. But I dread to think what the tyres I had on here would feel like. And also, disclaimer, I am skidding. This isn't my trail. I know that's kind of taboo. But if you are the trail builders of this trail, let me know in the comments, because I would happily come and help you maintain, do some dig days. I've certainly been wanting to do that kind of stuff for the channel. I just didn't know where there were some pretty good hills to do it, whereas this is my kind of place. So hit me up, let me know when you're next digging, and I'll try my best to come along and help you out. Oh dear, right. Let's go ride some other stuff. Well, that just goes to show how difficult this terrain is. And I'm going to try and ride my bike over these moss covered rocks, which usually moss can be quite grippy, whereas this stuff, it just, oh, that one's grip. Oh no, you can see it just peels off. This stuff, there's holes everywhere. You guys don't need me to explain how difficult this is. Just take it by me, this is difficult. Right, let's see if I can do better on my bike than on my feet. The idea is get over these ones, jump down there, over those ones, down, 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 all the way kind of down to the path. I actually don't know whether I can do this. Certainly dab free, but I've got a trials competition in just a few days, so this will be good practice. Oh my god, yeah, that's about how well I thought that was going to go. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh. Whoa, so sketchy. I've had to do that quite a few times because batteries ran out. It just gets so slippery. That is sketchy every single time and getting sketchier. Just getting my breath back. This is seriously hard work. One thing I've noticed is my spokes are making quite a lot of twanging noises. And I don't know whether that's just the big volume tyres kind of echoing noises that's going on, or whether just the wide rims are kind of rocking like that, causing the spokes to move, but it's a little annoying. But yeah, fat bikes, new to me, new noises to me. So, fat bikes, what do I think? Well, I think they're loads of fun. It's certainly different. I've been riding for 25 years and this is a whole new experience. It's always nice to try something new. Will it replace my standard mountain bike? No, no way. You'd think big chunky tyres would have more grip, but I think they just float on the surface rather than actually dig in. And I just feel a mountain bike with normal width tyres actually grips way better. But then again, I'm not riding this where it's meant to be ridden. This is meant for snow and sand, and yeah, I can imagine floating on top of snow and sand is definitely going to be an advantage. Like I mentioned earlier, everyone who commented on the tyres were absolutely spot on. These tyres do feel way better, although the weight is definitely noticeable. But yeah, I would just kill myself riding this stuff on the other tyres. Other than the tyres, the rigid fork is way better. The linkage forks on the Lauf ones, they were really cool, but just too soft for this type of riding, just bobbing out and everything, and then obviously they broke. These are pretty lightweight, carbon fibre, feel great, seem to be pretty strong so far. I've not broken them, they touched some wood, but yeah, rigid, definitely the way to go. It's just a shame I blew £500 on a fork that lasted a couple of hours. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. It's getting dark now. I need to head back and try and avoid this rush hour traffic. I will ride this again for sure in the future. I've only just touched the surface of this quarry. There's loads of stuff on ride here on a number of bikes I own, so keep an eye out for that in the future. If you made it to this part, thanks so much for watching the video all the way through. Don't forget to comment, like, hit the bell button. It really does help the algorithm and get this video, this channel out to a wider audience. But anyway, I'll catch you next week. I hope you have an absolutely amazing one, and I look forward to seeing you again. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.